Alright friends, and welcome back to Battle Brothers. It is the return of a Cultists run. This is the 5th attempt that I'm making at restarting this Cultist run. God, Dovecool really doesn't want me to restart this. So, some of you might have noticed that for a brief period of time I had an episode 16 up, which had janky audio. I recorded 4 episodes, not realizing that the audio was fucked. Anyway, try again. Oh yeah, that was my 4th attempt. The other 3 attempts before then, my brothers just straight up died within the first 14 days. The cultist background is not easy to start with. Anyway, attempt number 5 with the drowned men. I particularly want to go for the drowned men because I want to use this Kraken banner. It just looks amazing. And I like the idea of role-playing that we are a particular sect of Dovecool worshippers who believe that the Kraken is the earthly manifestation of Dovecool, and we can bring great glory to ourselves and our dark god by slaying this thing. Map seed, whatever, we'll see. Economic veteran, as always. Combat expert, and I'm actually going to start on high funds. It's like an extra 1,000 something gold, and we need it with the cultists. They are so terrible in the beginning. And an extra 1,000 gold in the greater scheme of things isn't so much. Iron Man mode. I think we shouldn't actually, just in case there's a save game corruption. I know that my peasants are on Iron Man mode, so I hope they don't get corrupted. But anyway, you all will just have to believe me that I'm playing honest man, and that there won't be any funny business. Although I think I've shown you guys me getting enough brothers killed that you can trust that I'm not gonna save scum just because someone died. Dovecool awaits. First things first, let's look at this map. Quite mountainous, which I don't really like that much. I hate having to cross mountains all the time. Quite busy in the southern part of the map, but at least it isn't broken up by water, so that's okay. One small house to the northeast there, and this southern house is the dominant one, which is where I imagine we'll spend most of our time. Amber and workshop, that's good. Cheaper tools, cheaper medicine, fish. And then there's a big city quite close here. Unfortunately, the big city sells amber as well, so we can't just flip the amber there for a profit. But there is a copper ore vein there. Gives us a trade good. I want to take a note of where all the trade goods are. Awesome, double die maker. Militia barracks. More copper and more salt. Yaderberg is going to be very, very important for us. They're going to give us a lot of resources. The other things that I really want to see is that we need at least 1 lumber camp. That means we can get a source of lumber, or a mastercrafted bow, and a hunter's cabin so that we can get fletchers and hunters later on in the campaign. The north, a bit meh. I don't think it really matters. It's pretty clear that the south is where we're going to want to operate. Iron ore vein, more copper to the north there. Okay. Let's meet the lads. Now bear in mind that cultists roll melee skill. Let me just consult the background stat table. So they roll 47 to 57 on melee skill, so that's the low side. For range skill, they roll between 32 and 42. That's actually okay, and 2 stars is pretty good. That means 4 per level, that's 40. Oh god, this is fucking dreadful. Look at this. Fear of greenskins at least we can get rid of. Albrecht, he's going to be an incredible bannerman. 56 starting resolve and 2 stars. Stars in range defense, that's what I want to see. Then Havard, also just range defense, and this is the issue with these cultists. They are fucking dreadful when it comes to fighting. And this is why I find the start with cultists to be so difficult. So we actually need to, well, first of all, decide who's going to be what background. And like something like Wiedekind, this nicely explains something I want to talk about with our ranged fighters. So in a normal campaign, I want at least 95 range skill at level 11 on my archers, and around 85, but ideally more for my crossbowmen. Now what I've found with the cultists is that you can't get anything near those kind of ranged values. Just because your cultists have such low starting, so you kind of got to, you know, manage your expectations. I don't see us getting any superstar archers, but someone like Wiedekind, now he started with dreadful range skill, but with 3 stars it'll be 4 to 5 every turn, so let's call it 45. Plus 4 if I take gifted, which I probably will, that's 49. Gives him 83 range skill, which is on the low end, but it's actually pretty damn good for a crossbowman. Oh, and I need to cough horribly into the microphone. Introduce a naming convention whereby I can see which of my brothers are cultists, so that when it comes time for a sacrifice I can tell. So C is for cultist, L is for light armor, and then crossbowman tells me what he's going to do. This guy, Hakon, is actually one of the more promising melee skilled guys, but his star is in range defense. And let's see, 51 melee skill with 1 star, it's 2 to 3. Takes gifted, it's plus 3, so 25 plus 3 is 28. A 79, not great. And cultists can roll up to 57, so he's rolled very low. 36 range, 2 plus 40, 44 if he takes gifted. So exactly 80. That's the other crossbowman. These aren't going to be pure crossbowmen. These are going to be hybrid crossbowmen. And by hybrid I mean we will take throwing weapon mastery and maybe even duelist, because I believe duelist applies to throwing master, a throwing weapon. And that's particularly good because their range skill is so shit. The throwing weapons come online earlier with the plus 20% to hit when they're attacking at 1 square. And then they will still use their crossbows while the enemies are at range, but once they're at 1 square away, it'll be primarily throwing weapons. And that makes them decent against undead as well, who take the usual damage reduction against bows and crossbow. Cultist, light armor, bannerman on the back line. This dude, range stars is nice. Okay, at least he's got big fatigue, so he's a cultist. He can actually wear heavy armor. And if we assume that he rolls 22.5 on average every level, plus 3 for gifted, that's 28. That's 77, which is really fucking low. I think we'll make him a tank. But then in that case, then I want to give him light armor, so we'll make him a spear tank. Spear because of how dreadful his melee skill is, and tank because we can use that fatigue just to use taunt a lot and to, you know, shield wall up. Let's get some names from the name list. I should point out that my name list now is more than half taken up, so using the random number generator just takes too long because we keep hitting names that I've taken already. That being said, it's a Word document that's 4 pages long now, so I'll just pick the first name I see from each page and then just alternate like that. Okay, so number 19, Quicksot. Next, from page 2, number 70, Wolfgraf. That's one word, Wolfgraf. That's one word. Next, from page 3, 108, Zachary the Bastard. Zachary, I'm gonna have to take out your title, just Zachary. Or Zachary. Bastard. Bannerman. Last but not least. Oh, I've been dying to get this name in. Oh god. So, when I was in the UK, I worked with a bunch of Polish people who were lovely, lovely people. Now, I assume this name is Polish because it is almost impossible for me to pronounce this. So I'm going to have a crack at it. P-R-Z-E-W-L-O... Okay. The first bit is Zyman, that's easy enough. But then... Perloki, I'm going to assume that the Z is silent. Loki. Per Loki. I think it sounds best if you say it as though you are Lieutenant Eldor Rain from the Inglorious Bastards. Right here is my Polish soldier, Zaman Per Loki. Welcome, Zaman. That was bad. I feel bad. Okay, so we need to go hire some nerds. It'll be interesting to see how many more cultists we actually come across, because in a recent patch it was noted that cultists are like a lot more common. Flagellants, I don't know. I'm just going to assume that a flagellant is going to have a higher chance to be converted. So he hates greenskins and he hates beasts. Decent hit points, range skill 1 star, 3 to 4. Let's call it 35, 39 if I take gifted. It'll get him to 80 as well. It's another shitty ranged guy. But I'm going to go heavily for crossbowmen. Just because the throwing weapons come online pretty damn early. Light armor, crossbowmen. So the guys who aren't actually cultists, I'm not going to name them after viewers, because I expect them to leave and flee as soon as there is a sacrifice. Fishermen, I don't mind, they get plus fatigue. But this dude is a brute. This plus 15 damage and a hit to the head unfortunately doesn't apply to ranged weapons. But he could actually be pretty damn good. The thing is that he does have stars in melee defense. Let's see, 46 plus 28, 76 melee skill. I think this is a light armor wearing. He can use a two-hander because he's got good defense, but his accuracy sucks. It's a sword using Raider. So Raider tells me that it's a two-handed build. Although technically there's kind of no point. I mean, he's not going to hang around that long. So let's just make him... Let's get maximum usefulness in a short amount of time. He's a spear using tank. Okay, so what kind of gear do they have for us here? We need... Oh, it's tempting to buy javelins straight away, but no. Pitchforks are more cost effective. Everybody up front needs a spear and shield. Then the lads at the back can use the whip and the pitchfork. So we may very well need to run around the map and do some delivery and exploration missions to get some more money in, because I need to outfit these lads with some sort of armor. Otherwise we just die. The scrummer sacks and the bludgeon I'm going to sell because I do want to use them, but I don't have anyone with melee skills to be able to use them in any sort of way. Whoopsie. Pay me... Oh, whoopsie. Let's click. I've got the 6 lads. I'm still going to hire cultists on site whenever I can. To check the titles of my lads. Good, so all of my cultists are marked as... their title starts with a C. Good. That's what I'm looking for. Money is running out pretty damn quick. Okay, so that'll do as far as armor on the front line goes. So we're going to sell your two-handed flail because it doesn't have the accuracy to use it in any sort of way right now. I just need another shield, a knife. Does anyone on the back line have any sort of range skill? No. Pitchforks are still just the way to go for the moment. We've got no shortage of nets, that's encouraging. Okay, one more round shield and we can start fighting thugs. At down with terrorizers at level 1, that's too dangerous for us. This is perfect. A nice high paying delivery mission. Going all the way west. We can stop in at Ellenberg and we can't get another shield. So the challenge is just to get level 2 and or 3. Lads, attempting to buy a caravan hand. But money is low. In fact, I'm better off spending my money on this copper because I can actually make a profit off of that. So in all of my last few playthroughs, the first sacrifice happens around day 7. And then you typically get about a month until... $60 odd gold profit off. Ooh, tempting. I think instead I might want to hire another lad or two just with pitchforks. Then I mean 250 gold is not bad for that set of armor. Now it's worth bearing in mind that we do not have excuse me. We do not have any ranged weapons to speak of, so fighting at night is going to be tricky. Try to pick up a crossbow or two. But honestly, we need to get into like probably 2 or 3 fights against just a bunch of thugs. And assuming no one dies in those first few fights, then you get to level 2. That then makes it so much easier because everyone has fast adaptation. Then getting to level 3 where you have gifted. I feel like as soon as you have 6 lads, all of them with gifted and fast adaptation, over the hardest part. Then you just got to get them to level 4 where you get rotation. It's progressively more and more doable. A ruined wooden watchtower. That should be just a couple thugs. How's morale? Should we have a drink? Have a drink. Cheers, lads, to the success of our new company. We need allies. Okay, a few thugs, war dogs. Starting with height advantage, nice. Good whipping, Zaman Perloki. Damn it, boy. Gee, I should have waited there. I could have... Ah, fucked that up. Second attack, he shouldn't have attacked. Now, this is a bit dangerous, but I think I need to run... Okay, Quickside can go there and maybe still get a spear wall down. I'm kind of leaving Norman out to dry, but everyone else will have to support him. It's stabbing Quickside. Nice blocking, that's what I want to see. So, putting up a shield wall is not going to be worth it for Norman. Fuck. Just because these 2 axes will probably just break his shield on the next turn anyway. Fucking war dogs, man. Die! I think I might want to go there just to stop this lad from closing in on Wolfgraf. Probably gonna mean that this thug. 1, 2, 4. He can't get to the high ground, so. Come on, lads. I want to hear the sound of weapons bouncing off shields. Good blocking. They're both confident. Oh, one more hit. And his shield is gone. 75, 7. This lad has less armor though. Stabbing Norman. Outstanding start, boys. Which of these nerds? They both have armor. Tried to disarm, unsurprisingly missed. Riposte, totally fine, just ignore him. Oh! Job, Norman. Yeah, that's a problem, we're gonna get him out of there. Fuck! Disarm misses again. I want to push him away. Fuck! Need to get Norman out of there. Oh, Norman, you gotta hit these attacks. Oh, almost killed him. Oh, clutch. Done, tall leaf. I mean, look, it's just level 1 thugs, but they are just as strong, if not stronger than my lads are, so... Fuck, it's not easy. We didn't take any injuries, thankfully. And then I've got swords there ready to go. Once the lads hit 60 accuracy. Nowhere near getting that, unfortunately. Like, if I've got the round shields, I might as well use. Hatchets for shield breaking if need be. Swords for plus accuracy. Nachtseers. 9 of them. Oh, thank you. Don't tell me those fucking Nachtseers are gonna hit us now. Oh, you're kidding! Oh! Do we have to fucking hell. I don't even get paid now. These stupid fucking Nachtseers showed up. That's doable. The graveyard is probably just a bunch of zombies. Although this is likely to be thug, so it's just as doable. Man, now it's unlucky these Nachtseers showing up. Fuck off! So a group of 9 of them is a pretty big group for like day 1. Nacht says we will get our revenge on you someday. I think I can trust the AI to just auto run away from here. I'm starting to be a lot more careful with using auto retreat because the AI is so brain dead, and if there's much height discrepancy behind you, it can very often take you on a path that gets your guy killed. it just me, or our group's super slow? Oh, look, yeah, well, we're going faster than Nocturne. Right, so let's hope that there are no poachers here. Hopefully it's only thugs. Rested a bit. I can always pull these Nocturnes in here, but at this stage it's actually more of a risk because raiders? Really? Why would you give me raiders? I can't beat raiders. Yeah, let's pull the Nocturnes in. If the Nocturnes wipe out the raiders, and we can just flee. And then still get credit for completing the mission. I feel like raiders, if you had to give them a level, I'd say they're like level 4 or 5 or 5 or 6. And my bunch of level 1s would get fucking ruined by them. I don't think I've ever seen raiders straight away within the first week. So I just got to make sure that my lads don't get wrecked, because what's going to happen here is either the Nocturnes will wipe out the raiders, what I'm hoping for, or the raiders will wipe out the Nocturnes, but at least that way, if that happens, I have to hope that the Nocturnes will at least do some damage to the raiders, soften them up, or maybe kill 1 or 2 of them. But now if the raiders don't move south, and oh, for fuck's sake. God. I don't know what it is, but the start with these cultists since the last patch or 2 is so fucking difficult. Or come on, raiders, come south, defend your shitty little castle. If I'd known, I would have retreated more to the northwest and hopefully pulled these guys into the raiders, but it happened now. Ugh, this fucking game. God damn it. Ugh. Starts are so hard. That's our 4th retreat in a row. That's going to ruin morale, and I have to turn the mission down and just run away now. Fucking useless raiders. And now Brunstad is actually pissed off at us. Okay, difficult start. Let's not get too discouraged. Keep grinding. Grind and look forward to all the comments on the videos. Everyone tell me what I'm doing wrong. All the Battle Brothers pros. I'm kidding. You guys are very good. No one really tries to tell me how to play. Shit. Let's try to secure Ruined Tomb. Hopefully it'll just be some zombies. Could be Nocturnes. If it's around about 6 of them, we can probably take that. Any more than 6, we can really struggle. While enjoying a slice of bacon, you hear a quarrel taking shape. Ignore it for a time, but the shouts only get louder, quickly rising over your ability to enjoy a good meal. Angered, you stand up and head toward the disturbance. You find Quixote and Norman facing off, the cultists and followers of the old gods having apparently discovered some difference, which the latter, no doubt, cannot even begin to truly understand. Dovecooler waits. Need not go to him. Waits us all. Now let's piss them off, but I didn't want them fighting each other when we're just about to go into a battle. Okay, it is... Oh, God. Only have steady. Okay, well at least he won't start with wavering or broken morale. This is standard Nocturne protocol for me. Gaps between the lines to invite them to try come to the middle of the formation rather than trying to go around the outside. And then no shield for the extra damage on those first few stabs as they hit our front lines. I was just about to say they just mustn't miss this stabs. Exactly what happens. Come on, Quixote. Yes. 4 in a row. Here we go. 5 in a row. You can do it. Useless. Useless. Yes, 5 in a row. I think that's Norman. 7 in a row. 8 in a row. Well done. I'll maintain my spear wall. Done, because I won't be able to attack twice in the next turn. Actually, Norman should have taken his shield out. Fuck! I could actually just go for the kill, but let's try wound that one. Well done, Graf. Excellent stabbing. That is a big Nocturne, though. I hope his morale is going to break as I kill all these other ones. I'd love to try whip him. Maintaining shields while the backline goes to work. Boys. There, he's panicked. Excellent. Well fought. And level ups almost all around. Now I'm going to consult my builds. Okay, crossbowman. Student at level 1 for crossbowman. Get that leveling up. Tank takes adaptation at level 1. Oh, the +1 on melee defense fucking sucks. Get tank. Adaptation. B. Bannerman. Student at 1. I'm going to take the +3 on melee skill because that's a max roll. +4 on hit points is pretty damn good. So for ranged skill, ranged defense, 3 stars, 3 to 4. So he actually rolled what is the minimum. So I should take ranged defense when he rolls a 45, that's very low. First level ups in the bag. E78 for crossbows. I might even just buy 2 of them, honestly. These lads obviously can't do anything with them right now, but in a turn or two, or level or two I should say, we will be able to. They will take quick hands at the next level. I think I should actually put Norman on the back line, with Zachary on the front line. Norman as a crossbowman is too important. .44. Uh, 15 chance to hit and -3. So it's +12 when he's attacking at one square away. All right. In that case, then he can use his crossbow for the moment. Then Wolfgraf. That's +10 accuracy, so it's effectively 58. Whereas that with a crossbow from 2 squares away would be just 50. A couple more levels. I should make it completely clear to you guys, I realize how dreadful those 2 guys are, their range skill. But I've chosen to make them crossbows just by virtue of the fact that I know how hard it is to get ranged fighters to stick around in the Cultist campaign. I'd rather have 2 middling to shit archers who at least hang around. On the last campaign it was so painful when we paid 1500 for that archer who was a god archer and then he just buggered off like a week later. Escort a day northeast, we can do that. What are the trucks? Perfect. Seven thugs. May as well just take a few crossbow shots as they approach. I mean, why not? We are outnumbered, so it'll be nice if I can shoot one of them to death before they even hit our front lines. That high ground, boys. That's scary, and that is a little scary. Hold, Norman. We'll get closer. Hold. Nice. Old crossbow to the face shot. I think we spear wall. We maintain our position. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to spear wall Zachary because I want to invite these guys to take these positions. Move 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, and maybe go there. We can't go any further, so don't spear wall Zachary. Yes! Okay, damn, so I shouldn't have been whipping there, actually. Whoops. Good stabbing. Now, that lad doesn't have any body armor, so he can get whipped. Ooh, that does sound painful, doesn't it? I should actually feel confident to go... Crossbows? Let's see if the crossbows can gun down the pitchfork nerd. A wolf graph. Start pitchforking, it's more accurate. Oh. I think I have to get in there and stab this nerd, but the problem is, if I go there, then I'm giving up my height advantage to this guy. I expect him to move forward and break Zachary's shield. So where I can go, really. I can try to back myself to make the high ground, but then still can't attack. I think I just spear wall. Nice headshot. Wolfgraf, that was clutch. Well done. That dude's gonna bleed to death. Try to disarm? Question mark. 38%, 48%. I'm almost tempted to dagger this thug to death just because hit him in the head and didn't actually damage his armor. Oh wait, see what this brigand thug does. He runs all the way on the back, okay. Nice bleeding damage. That might have been a headshot. Good stabbing. .53 is 63. That's actually more accurate. I'll just keep on spear walling. I mean, it's working. Ah! Ooh! Whip to the face! Broken shield, fair enough. One more big hit. Knee stab. I want to give up height disadvantage, but maybe he'll panic. There we go. Pass around him. Down, but we're not going to surround him, are we? Well, let's try. I mean, his armor is not what I would normally bother trying to dagger for, but compared to what we are wearing, that's 70 body armor, that's terrible. It's going to take forever though, because we are exhausted. Okay, maybe not. The pierced leg muscles that we inflicted on the first stab really helped. Crossbowman, ranged. Points. That 45 head armor. Okay. And there's even enough body armor left over for another lad. How much XP is needed for these guys? Maybe one more fight like that, 2 more fights. Let's get them all to level 3. And we can start hiring another lad. Hire lads, kill nerds, profit. Cultists. Ooh, that is cheap ammo. I should buy that. That's nice and cheap. Padded leather. What was this? I think this might have been raiders. How many raiders? 1, 2, 4 raiders and 3 thugs. I think it's too much for us. But I like it's doable. I mean, if we kill the thugs. And if the caravan hands actually do something to help us. The problem is, like, we haven't started in a favorable position. Like, Quickside can grab that guy in melee contact, but then I think we just run away. It's too fucking dangerous. I've got cultists on the front line. If any of my cultists die, I'll be dead. Sorry, caravan hands. I mean, maybe we can try falling back. We put our shields here, our archers back there. Force the caravan hands to do some fighting. I mean, most likely the pike and the hooked blade are going to be up there. And they're going to get cut down in short order. A lot of it will depend on if we're able to kill the thugs first, and if doing so makes their morale break. Not off to a great start. If I'm gonna flee, I've got to do it now. I think flee. The decision is based mainly on the fact that already got a confident thug. They already breaking. There's a pike and a hooked blade on height advantage. Okay, that helps. But we're still fighting at height disadvantage. Just wait and see what the hands can pull off. That might surprise us. Hang on, but if I wait now, turn done right now, acts in 1 turn. Two. Now, if these thugs or raiders are going to focus on killing the donkeys, that could give us what we need. As long as we don't come past this, or we can't engage that line. If we force the raiders, I mean, if they destroy the caravan, I don't care. But if I can beat these raiders, that's pretty big for us. I think it's worth a try. Hit. Like, and that raider was breaking already. That thug needs one more hit and he's dead. One, two. Nice. Yes. There goes the last of the hand, so he's doomed. No point in trying to disarm him. He can attack into... Okay, I just want to stay out of the pikeman's range. If my crossbowman can hit that raider in the head, I'll be so lucky, and that'll make all the difference. I feel like I've made a terrible mistake by staying here and fighting. Gonna get us all killed. Attack the donkeys by all means. Shield up. Yes! Poor donkeys. Yes. Kill. Most. It would hit the head, wouldn't it? Ugh. It's kind of big for us. We can now jump into. Kills a donkey. That sucks, but it's fine. Careful with that crossbow. And that's the problem with fighting raiders. Even though he's breaking, he hits both shots. He ruins Zachary. There goes our Bannerman. Don't panic, you fuck. I tried to disarm. Disarm missed, unsurprisingly. That's 3 shots in a row, this guy. Even though he's breaking, he landed 3 in a row against the guy with his shield up. Like less than 30% chance. That was unfortunate. Oh, I shouldn't have stayed. This motherfucker is ruining us. Oh, so close. Yes. We lost a cultist though, so it's kind of not worth it at all. It's devastating that we lost a cultist. If this fucking guy can just... There we go, have his morale break, finally. Get him, lads. Old surround and stab if you can. The mission's a failure, but that doesn't matter. What matters is getting out of here with no more fatalities. How much armor damage? 0 to 3 damage to armor. 2 to 5 damage to armor. Our Bannerman. Melee and range skill and defense. Yeah, that's a retiring injury, unfortunately. I mean, we'll keep him around, but God, he's just dreadful now, isn't he? Unlucky. Oh, level 3 at least. Thank you. Or crossbowman. I think actually grab quick hands. Love me a bit of quick. Start using a ranged weapon if I can just find him one. And with my crossbowmen now all having quick hands, I can actually start buying throwing weapons. Such a pity about that broken elbow, though. How much does it cost every day? Leave him in reserve. The more cultists we have, I believe that increases the chance that we can convert. And if he gets chosen for sacrifice, then it would have to be him. Man. Exactly what we needed. And he rolled maximum melee skill, which is wonderful. His fatigue could be higher and his resolve could be higher. So, cultist, light armor, banner man. We'll have daggers up front, as we do. In fact, I think 57 accuracy is the new guy. Ah yes, Herman. Simon, as useful as the battle whip is, I think I want him using the hooked blade for the extra damage. And then the next lad that we hire can use the whip. Okay, what can I sell? I don't need this stuff. I need the Morning Star. A delivery, perfect. I need some time to heal up. Where are we going? Seedorf. All things considered, not the worst start. Had worse. Had worse. We are going to have to buy a stack of tools though, which is unfortunate because tools are... We're almost out of food. 244. I'll have to pay that, unfortunately. Well, hang on, I forgot to assign a name to the new lad. Name list. Missions. Let's go on the 4th page. What about one of the more recent requests? How about Servius? Number 140, Servius. Okay, friends, so thanks for watching. This is the relaunch of the Cultist campaign. Money, escort caravan a day to the northwest. Except that's the relaunch of the Cultist campaign. This is the Drowned Men. Apologies for the last upload having the sound all messed up. Hopefully this is much better. Yeah, I mean, it is a hard start. It's always hard starting with a Cultist, but we have done better in these first 6 days than I have in my previous 4 attempts at relaunching the Cultists. So, feeling good. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you next time.